Hi, I'm Andrea Farrell, and I'm a member of the Breakpoint Implementation Ad Hoc Working Group. In this video, I will be taking you through Part B of the Breakpoint Implementation Toolkit. Part B is the CLSI versus FDA breakpoints, which allows clinical laboratories to identify whether their breakpoints, as identified in Part A, breakpoints in use of this toolkit, are current with CLSI and/or FDA-cleared breakpoints. On the Breakpoint Implementation Toolkit homepage, click the Part B CLSI versus FDA Breakpoints link to navigate to the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet contains several tabs. The first is the introductory information about the spreadsheet. Next is the MIC breakpoint table, and lastly, the disk diffusion breakpoint table. We'd like to think of this spreadsheet as a one-stop shop for current published breakpoint determination. The Intro tab contains important information about the currency of the breakpoint information in this spreadsheet. You can see that, as of the time of this video, the spreadsheet is current with the CLSI M100 33rd edition for 2023, and the FDA Susceptibility Test Interpretive Criteria, or STIC website, as of May 22nd, 2023. Depending upon the timing that a lab is assessing the spreadsheet, they may want to confirm via the FDA STIC website link that there have been no updates to their site after the date posted on the Intro tab of this spreadsheet. The STIC website can be accessed through this link. This tab also contains several suggestions for using this tool. On the MIC Breakpoint Table tab, you will find a sortable listing of antimicrobial and organism pairs with published CLSI and/or FDA breakpoints. Breakpoint values are displayed in microgram per milliliter. The spreadsheet can be easily sorted and filtered for ease of use. If the antimicrobial organism combination has CLSI and FDA breakpoints that match, you will see the breakpoints listed in the CLSI columns, and the FDA columns will state same to indicate that the FDA breakpoints are the same as the CLSI breakpoints. You will also see in the CLSI and FDA match column the term yes to indicate the match. For some scenarios, there may be additional text in the comments column that provides additional useful information. For example, for daptomycin, and beta-hemolytic streptococci, you see that the CLSI and the FDA breakpoints match, but there is an additional comment in the Comments tab that states that the FDA STIC website accepts these breakpoints, but for Strep pyogenes, Strep agalactiae, and Strep dysgalactiae only. For antimicrobial organism combinations with CLSI breakpoints, for which there are currently no FDA breakpoints recognized, you will see CLSI breakpoints listed in the CLSI columns, but dashes in the FDA columns indicating that there are no breakpoints. In the CLSI and FDA match column, you will see no. And then there will be additional comments in the Comments tab that will indicate whether the CLSI STIC website does not recognize breakpoints for this particular antimicrobial organism pair, or if the CLSI STIC website does not recognize breakpoints for this particular drug entirely. For some scenarios, there are FDA breakpoints listed in the FDA columns, but there are currently no published CLSI breakpoints. For example, imipenem relebactam and Acinetobacter species. You will see that there are no CLSI breakpoints published, but there are breakpoints on the FDA STIC website for Acinetobacter baumannii complex. The disk diffusion breakpoint table tab, like the previous tab, consists of a sortable list of the disk diffusion breakpoints published by CLSI and/or FDA. Breakpoint values are displayed as zone diameters read to the nearest whole millimeter. Just as described in the previous tab, this table provides information about whether there are CLSI breakpoints published, whether there are FDA breakpoints published, and whether or not those breakpoints match. Our group hopes that you will find Part B of the BIT Toolkit to be a valuable resource in comparing your lab's breakpoints to the breakpoints currently recognized by CLSI and/or FDA, and we look forward to periodically updating this spreadsheet to remain current with updates and additions in the future. Thank you for listening.